let's pick up where we left off, and that is that well, I did listen to the new "Drag Me Out" song, and holy shit, it was a nice song. And surprisingly, this time there wasn't that much hate. Because what I did is I didn't scroll through the comments when I first listened to it, the music video, and some main records. I didn't go to the comments. I just kept it there. Yeah, I just kept it steady, and I waited about a week. I kept listening to it in Apple Music, but I waited an entire week until it reached what was like 1,000 comments. Because I already knew that there's gonna be a lot of good stuff, a lot of good comments, like, oh my gosh, that's hi from Brazil, hi from uh, Ukraine, hi from Mexico. I wanted you to come tour with us, all that stuff. And I waited a week just to see the hate. I already know it's coming no matter what. Mm. Surprisingly, there wasn't that much. At least from what I saw, there wasn't that much hate in the comments. Because what was it? I think it's when he dropped his first music video with "Drag Me Out." I'm sorry. He explained, not explained, but he did an interview explaining why he left asking, and even then, a lot of people in the comments were like, "Oh, this asshole fucking screwed over Ask Alexandria," and then there was all these things about the past with Make Me Famous and Down and Dirty, and that was bad enough. The album had a bit of controversy because there was a little tiny song called "Hollow." It wasn't that much of a big deal until people were like, "That sounds a bit too much. That sounds sort of like it sounds like this. It's like this close from sounding exactly like Alone in the Room by Ask Alexandria." And with all this backlash in the comment section, mainly I think it was on. I didn't have Twitter at that point. I think it was on Instagram. I saw most of the hate, or most of the callouts. Like, oh, what the fuck? Like this dude will always, as far back as Make Me Famous, this dude ripped off a bunch of bands, and now he's back to ripping off bands because that's what he does. Because he doesn't know how to sing, he doesn't know how to write, you know. And well, Samarin responded by taking down the song. He said he's gonna resolve it. Well, originally he took down the whole album. It's called Pressure. Took down the whole album, and then when it came back, it originally had 12 songs. Now it has 11 songs because Hollow was taken out. Guess there were. He never explained why. I guess Samarin probably told him not to explain or not to go into depth. But either way, uh, yeah, there was definitely some trouble backstage. Another thing is that recently it was my birthday. And as you can tell, I got my hair dyed over my birthday. Not exactly on my birthday because my dad bailed on me, but my dad ultimately came back and he was like, "Hey, have some money." First thing I did was went out and got the hair dye. If you're wondering what hair dye I used, it's called Blue Ruin, I think. It's by Good Dye Young, which is also tied into music because the founder of that company is Hayley Williams of Paramore. Good for her. So yeah, the reason why I picked it is because it's didn't smell bad. That's pretty much one of the reasons, apart from it being not natural, but it's a vegan. And yeah, also because my mom has white hairs all over her hairline. She has white hairs, and she always uses this cheap one from Walmart, and it always like smells bad. But that one, it has like from Good Dye Young, has like essential oils, and I just got it bleached here at home, and I painted it. It took like 2 hours of bleaching, and then about 20 minutes of this thing just settling down and drying up. My hands were completely fucked up because uh, last time I got it done by a hairdresser. This time, however, we did it here at home because we didn't have that much money. And as you can tell, my even now my hands, they don't look that well in the camera, but mainly my fingernails. Uh, they are all covered in paint. The sink was covered in paint. The bathtub was covered in paint. My back was covered in paint. Hell, even my whole face, like from here up to here, was all blue. My mom was calling me Smurf. My brother was also calling me Smurf. Oh, you look like a fucking Smurf. Oh, it's like because it was all blue. I look like the fucking Blue Meanie from the Blue World Order of. Was that WWE? Because I know there was a lot of ripoffs of the of the New World Order from WCW. There was the Latino World Order and the Blue World Order, and then those guys that Brian Zane from Wrestling Regret, the ones he recently reviewed, the women's Extreme Wrestling. What was it? Oh yeah, it was called the no shit. You can look it up. It's called WEW Wrestling with Regret. Just look it up, and it's like the most recent one because he reviewed the original one, but he reviewed like the second version of it. And no shit, it's a faction called the Pussy World Order. You have the New World Order, which involves Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash. The Blue World Order, which is the one I know is the Blue Meanie. Then you got the Latino World Order, which included Eddie Guerrero and I think Rey Mysterio and Juventud Guerrera and a couple of other surprise, other smaller Latin or Mexican wrestlers. And then WEW had the Pussy World Order. Because why not? Because why not? Early 2000s pro wrestling. That involved women. Seriously, just go check out the video. But yeah, sorry for the rambling. It's has to do with this ADHD. Anyways, yeah, I got my hair dyed. Anyways, one thing I wanted for my birthday, the reason why I was talking about wrestling is not only because I look like the Blue Meanie, but because I wanted one of these. Well, this is a regular belt, as you can see, but I wanted a championship belt. Also, I didn't. Also, one, all of them are expensive, and two, I didn't know which one to pick because there's three I want. Not all of them. Well, four. But I don't know which one to pick. One of them is the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, which is obviously the NWA. You know, the dome belt. That one looks pretty cool, and it's got some history into it. The Von Erichs, Ric Flair. Who else held that belt? Nick Aldis, not the current champion. I think he still is the current champion. I haven't caught up yet. Lou Torres, you know, all those wrestlers. You know, all the legends. Yeah. Another one I wanted was the what was it? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Apparently, to everyone, it's the most prestigious wrestling belt or the championship. So I wanted it. And it also looks pretty cool. Another one I wanted was fuck. I'm just thinking about it. Let's see. I have the Big Gold Belt from WCW that was then transferred to WWE, and then it was unified. The Big Gold Belt, the one that Ric Flair had, which apparently he took from WCW because he put the down payment. He was the one who originally put the down payment to purchase the belt to have it built. And then I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I don't give a shit. Laugh as much as you want. I mean, I haven't gotten any hate yet, but I'm still waiting for all that hate to come in from when I said that I listen to babymetal. You can watch my last video for that. And apart from this, getting me a lot of eyes at Walmart. I want the JCW World Heavyweight Championship. JCW stands for Juggalo Championship Wrestling, which, surprise, surprise, was started by ICP. Am I a Juggalo? Well, I don't wear the face paint, but I do listen to their music. And according to Jim Cornette, their music does not get released; it escapes. It's kind of funny because he said it twice. Once in his podcast, and once he was like going back and forth to his wrestling convention with some dude. He was like, "Oh, what do you think about ICP?" And he was like, "Well, I want to tell you about ICP. Their music does not get released; it escapes." And everyone was laughing. You can look that up. think it was like ICP affiliate or ICP fan. Either way, yeah. Those are 4 belts I wanted. There's also another belt I wanted, which was the Ryzen Champion of Champions belt. But that's way out of my league. Not just because MMA, I love Ryzen FF, but because that shit is more expensive than all the belts combined. The most expensive one was the IWGP belt. I think it was like $400. The Ryzen belt, that shit's $2,000, and I don't even know it's not the real deal because I know they're not gonna give out the real deal. But I don't know if it's like how do I know it's not cardboard cutout? It's a fucking $2,000 on eBay. Some dude selling it there. Where the fuck am I gonna get that much money? All my money is stored in a little bag I have here on my fucking wall. But yeah, I wanted a championship belt and a wrestling mask. I mean, I already have this thing. Got it from last Halloween. I have this thing, but can't put my hat over it. Or there's no, I don't know. I guess I was just excited to get this last Halloween or 2018's Halloween. It's from my old apartment. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I've just been rambling because for one, I got nothing to do, and two, I got nothing to watch. But might just go back to watching Wrestling with Regret and WrestleMania and What Culture Wrestling and Wrestle Talk and Cultaholic Wrestling. I watch a lot of wrestling and MMA. I do like MMA on point. I don't watch the UFC though, mainly because it's hard to get the UFC, mainly because I have no money. But it's easy to get Ryzen events because they post them regularly, and Shudo events, although I haven't watched those. And a bit of Pancrase. Don't know what Pancrase is? It's uh, uh, an early MMA organization where both Ken and Frank Shamrock fought along with Boss Rutan. Yeah. Yeah, it's been rambling. And, for like Philly D says, for the 3 of you that are still here, see you later, I guess. I also have to take care of my dogs, especially I'm not gonna say which one, but I have to take care of one of them because they're going through something, and I might show the aftermath. I talked to the veterinarian and said it might come to an end sometime around mid-December. So for the 3 of you that are still here, I'll see you later. I'm gonna go back to watching wrestling and listening to Joey Diaz and Joe Rogan. They have good podcasts and good comedy. See you later.